Hello, my name is Mark Welna. This project is for Sociology 213, and it is the project of analyzing mass media and popular culture. After attempting a uh, narrated PowerPoint and failing, I decided to go YouTube. I'm definitely no camera artist, but here goes nothing, okay? The magazine I chose is Glamour Magazine. Now, the project specifically asks for 5 sociological terms, concepts, theories from chapter 3 and or 4 for this project. And again, I chose Glamour Magazine, February 2014 edition. This magazine specifically targets females, and I would say females from 20s to 30s, maybe even to mid 30s, mid to late, depending on your taste in what the magazine advertises and the articles within. The magazine deals with issues in style, health, and beauty for women. There's also, some things for men, but 99.9% of it is for women. The magazine as a whole portrays a dominant culture. In the dominant culture, as described in the book, is values, norms, practices of the group within society that is most powerful. Now, being that this magazine's group is women 20 to 30, and that it targets health, beauty, and style, that's a dominant culture for the target audience of this magazine. The magazine also has an embodied status. Embodied status is generated by the physical characteristics of people. As I looked through the magazine, I saw in the advertisements, specifically for makeup and hair, things like that, of just women in these perfect situations. Hair's perfect, no blemishes on her face, nothing. Thin, good looking. All these things create an embodied status for its readers. You buy these products, all look like that, so to speak. Um, and depending on how often one reads this magazine, if you have a subscription, and let's say it's the only magazine you read, and if you're a younger audience reading this magazine, it could be an agent of socialization, and that social groups, institutions, individuals that provide structured situations. If you only read this magazine, for a younger person, it could provide that structure. This is what you need to look like. These are the things you need to wear. This is how you need to convey yourself, how to eat, things of that nature. Um, the first ad I'm going to show you is a multicultural ad, multiculturalism. Now, that's defined in the book as a policy that values diverse racial, ethnic, national, and linguistic backgrounds, and so encourages the retention of cultural differences within society rather than assimilation. Now, the advertisement is for L'Oreal makeup, and I believe it's foundation is what it's called. Um, the ad has 3 women, one of obvious Hispanic descent, one of African American descent, and one Caucasian. Now, the female of Hispanic descent is actually Jennifer Lopez, and it states right here in the ad that she's Puerto Rican. And the African American woman states her name is Leah, and she's Ethiopian. And the third Caucasian woman is Amy and she's of Irish, Austrian, and Italian descent, European descent, Caucasian. So this ad is saying to its readers that it doesn't matter what ethnic background you are, our makeup will work for you. L'Oreal's makeup will cover the gamut of people, and it's a one-stop shop for makeup. So racial, ethnic backgrounds, and it values each one. And it's not asking everyone, it's not just portraying one person, it's portraying three different cultural backgrounds. Now, the next article I'm going to show you is a culture war. And a culture war in the book states clashes within mainstream society over the values and norms. So clashes within mainstream society over the values and norms. Now, this advertisement I'm going to show you is for Secret deodorant. And it's in a business setting, and it shows a female in a blue blouse who specifically is speaking to a group of men and one other woman, more men than women, showing that the woman is the dominant figure. The woman in the blue blouse is the dominant figure in this article. She is obviously has the floor. She's presenting something to everybody, and it's in the business type setting, based on their clothes. And the article states 0% hesitation, 100% odor protection, and 100% fearless. Now, as you read the article, or the three percentages there, 100% fearless. Now, fearless from what? Odor protection, or fearless to of her doing her job? So it's conveying confidence in the woman. Um, Now, mainstream society, it can be argued that men are the dominant figures in business. Men lead the business world. In this ad, it's clearly different, showing that the woman, if you use this deodorant, you will be the head of whatever she's the head of. Um, Now, another one is, and this magazine is full of articles and ads of dramaturgy. Dramaturgy, as defined in the book, is an approach pioneered by Erving Goffman in which social life is analyzed in terms of its similarities to a theatrical performance. A lot of these advertisements in here are for makeup and beauty products. Now, this woman here, and she's a very good-looking woman, but she did not roll out of bed like this. There was obviously some background work to make her appear this way, to make her skin flawless, things like that. Um, in a theatrical performance, whether it be live or movies, there's always hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Obviously, the same goes for advertisements. So, one doesn't think about those things when they're reading the advertisement. They just say, wow, look at her, she's good looking. If I use this product, I will look the same way. And that's what the advertisement is trying to convey. It's trying to get you to purchase the product, and you will look like that. Another one I wanted to discuss is a personal front. And a personal front is an appearance, manner, and style of dress or costume, as well as gender, race, and age, helps establish a definition of the situation. Now, this magazine is full of that, personal fronts. People dressing with the clothes, the latest trends, styles, things of that nature, and it will help them define a situation. So if you're going to a party and you want a new pair of shoes, well, you can look in here for maybe tips on what shoes to wear. Here's an article for how they dress on the job, and it shows a celebrity, or Alexandra Ferguson, and it tells you what she would wear, what she's wearing, and it even states the clothing and how much it costs. One of these bags costs $695. Now, obviously, the normal person can't afford this bag. However, upon reading this, they say, okay, well, if she would wear that, I need to get that too, and possibly spend the money for that bag. The looking glass self. The looking glass self is defined as the self develops through our perception of others, Now, our perception of others is based on outward appearance initially. Now, with this magazine, fashion, beauty, and whatnot creates a looking glass self that if we see people wearing these things, wearing this makeup, it creates a different person, not a different person, but a different outward appearance, and that's a looking glass self. That person wearing these clothes or wearing that makeup would have other people perceive them to hopefully feel the way they perceived the individuals in this magazine. That is my presentation on this project. Again, I apologize for stepping upon on myself when speaking and not being very camera friendly. But thank you for listening, and we will see you in class.